how he would be right now, and 30-40 years had passed since then. And with the age which his mother had mentioned, he was expecting a very old person and somebody who would be clad in all the saintly dress, sannyasi robes, and all. That's what he was expecting. But what he saw was completely different. He saw a person with the shorts and t-shirt, but just holding a walking stick. He had a leather suitcase, and then he had a pot full of sweets. As you know, Bengal is famous for sweets, and there was nobody to welcome him inside. But Montu was very excited, and as soon as he saw the child, he understood that it was his niece's son. He hugged him and he gave him the sweets. And as tradition would have it, Montu's mother came. She, sought his blessings, and she said, "Okay, please come in." But Montu observed that that was without any emotion at all. And he said, "You must be Shanti. If I'm right, your husband is a lawyer and you married Mr. Bose." "Yes." Montu wondered that his mother was giving only one-word answers to all what he was asking. In fact, she did not inquire anything at all about the guest, what he was doing, nothing. And whatever questions which he asked, she would just reply. This was how it was going on. She said, "Would you like to have something?" And would we have not made anything special for you because we didn't know your food preferences. And he said, "That's absolutely fine. I'm so sorry that it was such an unplanned visit. I know that I'm disturbing you a lot, but I thought you wouldn't mind putting up with an old man for about 10 days, and I wanted to see my niece. Having said that, I don't even know that, because I don't have any proof to prove you that I'm your Chotu Mama. I don't have any proof for that, but I thought you wouldn't mind putting up with an old man for 10 days. All I want is just a roof on top of my head for just 10 days. I'm okay with any kind of food, and anything is okay. Okay, please go, you can have your bath and you can come for lunch." So at this point of time, he was quite friends with the little Montu. He inquired about Montu, and he said, "Which class are you in?" "I'm in class 7. "Okay, well, who are your friends?" And then Montu talks about his friends, and within some minutes, both of them, a very good rapport develops between both. And then when he comes for lunch, Montu couldn't contain his excitement, and he asked, "Are you not a sadhu? We thought you would eat only vegetarian food." "Sadhu? Oh yeah, that was long back, way back when I went to the Himalayas. But then after that I've been traveling and I don't follow it any longer." And then Montu and the Chotu Mama talk a lot, but Montu observed that his mother did not call Chotu Mama as Mama even once. And he was so all praised for, during lunch, he was all praised for the food and all that. And Montu observed that his mother did not react at all much. And just for the sake of conversation, Montu's mother asked, "You must have gone without Bengali food for many years, right?" "Yeah, it has been many years." And Montu was expecting his mother to ask something, "And how did you manage without Bengali food? Where were you all these years? What were you doing all these years?" All these questions were running in Montu's mind like anything. But as a child as he was, he couldn't, ask all these questions. Neither could he tell his mother to ask. So he was just a silent spectator. But within moments, he developed a strange liking towards this Chotu Mama. And then before the Chotu Mama went to take his afternoon nap, he had a great conversation with with Montu, and they were discussing a lot of things about friends, about books and all that. And then to his surprise, Chotu Mama showed him a lot of coins from around the world. He showed him something called, "Montu, see here, this is called lepta. Do you know what lepta is? It's a coin from Greece. See this coin, this is called fil. Fil is a coin from Iraq." Montu was taken aback. He knew that people collect collected coins and they were called numismatics. He knew a lot of his friends collected, but this collection of coins was wonderful. And you know what? The child's excitement grew wild when he said, you know what, Montu? All these coins are for you. For me? Oh, thank you so much, Chotu Mama. And this was the first time he called him Chotu Mama as well. And Chotu Mama just smiled at him. He never replied, but there was a moment of silence, a silent acknowledgement of being called Chotu Mama. At this point of time, Montu's father comes, he was busy sleeping, he started taking his afternoon nap. And then Montu was all excited to show his mother the coins, and he came running down the stairs to show all the coins which Chotu Mama had given him. At this point of time, Montu's father comes back from the office, and he was not there when Chotu Mama had come. So when Montu comes and is all about excited to show the coins, he heard his father say, "Has he come? 10 days, that's just disgusting. And just today we had a discussion in the office. You know, my lawyer friends, they kept telling a lot of these imposters are there in Calcutta these days, and it's not advisable to let anybody stay at all at home. You be very careful, Shanti. You please lock all the cupboards, the almirahs, see to it that nothing is stolen, and don't make any special arrangements. Don't be over-friendly with your supposed mama. Don't go overboard. I know that you rest a bit in the afternoon, and along with you, the servant also, he is also busy. And Montu also goes and plays with his friends. So it's very, don't be careless with all the belongings. We never know what will happen at what time. Please be very careful with them." So Montu was listening to all this, and definitely he did not like the way his father spoke. Anyway, he wanted to prove his point, and he came and he showed his father, "Papa, see here, Chotu Mama has given all these coins." "Coins? Did he tell he visited all these places?" "No, he did not tell that he visited any of these places. He just gave me the coins." "Okay, any dealer in Calcutta would be able to give these kind of coins. You can get them from anywhere. Just to impress you, he would have bought these coins. How do we know that he visited those places?" Montu did not expect this reply from his father. Anyway, he ran back to play. So after the afternoon nap, Chotu Mama comes down, and since that was his niece's husband, he wished it. And he observed that Shanti's husband, the lawyer, was giving occasional sidelong glances. He was also answering in just one word. "So you are Mr. Bose, right?" "Yes, I'm Mr. Bose." "So I am Chotu Mama. Of course, I can't prove it. I'll not be here for a long time." "Okay, fine. Have you not been married all these years?" "No, I have not been married." "We thought you had become a sadhu." "No, that was long back." "I wonder how people can be like this. You have been traveling all around the world, probably because you didn't have any responsibilities. But we are not like that. We have a family, we have a lot of responsibilities, we have a job, we have children. So we can't roam around like how some people do. So we cannot take others for granted, and we generally don't do these kind of things." Chotu Mama did not tell anything. He just told, "Okay, I was just talking to your son. Children understand me better than adults." All he said was that, and he went again. The next morning at the breakfast table, Chotu Mama came, and he said, "Your hospitality is wonderful, Shanti, but please forgive me. I want to go and see my birthplace, that is Neelkantpur in West Bengal. So I think I'll be going by tomorrow's train." So immediately Montu's mother said, "Yeah, there is a train at around 5:30 tomorrow morning to the native place." "Okay." At the same time, somewhere in in Montu's mother's heart also, he looks like my mother, so probably he may be my real uncle. And so she conveyed that to her husband. Okay, okay, I don't completely tell that he's not your uncle, but then this is too much. Now he himself volunteered that he'll be going tomorrow morning, and you need not make any arguments. Please don't go. All that you need not tell all that. Okay, fine. So the next morning, somehow Montu and his father accompanied him to the station, and by then Montu had really grown fonder of prison. And before this, the previous evening, a wonderful incident happened. Montu's friends had come, and Chotu Mama started telling stories to the children of, to the friends of Montu. He was telling stories in a wonderful way, and the children were spellbound. You know what? Once there lived a man who would escape from any kind of danger. He was bitten by a snake, and then he escaped from the cheetahs. And there was a nomadic tribe in Africa which would go to any extent of robbing and killing people and robbing all their belongings. And there was this man who tried hard to escape from these robbers. And the children were listening to all this spellbound. They were, immersed in the stories which Chotu Mama told with his walking stick under a tree. So Montu was recollecting all the previous evening's happenings as he bid goodbye to Chotu Mama. So even after he bid goodbye, his father kept thinking, God knows whether the person who stayed here for all these days was real or not, we don't know. And then they came back and they resumed with their everyday duties. A week later, the family was in for a surprise. Sheetal Mama, whom the mother had mentioned, the person with whom Chotu Mama was communicating in the initial days, he came all of a sudden. Now, since Sheetal Mama was familiar with the entire family of Montu, his mother was like, oh, Sheetal Mama, please come, welcome, welcome. What a pleasant surprise. What brings you here at this time? And somehow she felt that Sheetal Mama was quite serious, and he said, the call of duty. Two things have brought me here. One is my responsibility. Another thing is an important information. Oh, please come in. Why don't you come in and let's talk about it. First, have these books. These books are from Pulin to your child. Who's Pulin, by the way? What? You don't know who Pulin is? And you have not seen this book? Pulin is the person who is Chotu Mama, the person who stayed with you for 4 days. You didn't even bother to ask his name, the person who stayed with you for 4 days. And Montu's mother's face fell. This book is his own book. He's a great writer. And you didn't even bother to ask anything about him? No. He is a wonderful globe-trotter. Our family has never seen a person like Pulin who has traveled across the globe. He has worked as a coolie, he has worked as a laborer, he has worked in the highest of force, he's traveled all around the world, has got wonderful experiences traveling around the world. He's had his life is stranger than fiction, and he's had wonderful adventures of escaping from cheetahs, of being bitten by a snake and coming alive, of combating a nomadic tribe. Listening to all this, Montu understood that all the stories which Chotu Mama had told were that of himself. Not a moment he mentioned that he was the person who experienced all that. And Montu's mother, oh, is it? Oh my God. What a mistake I have made. Is it possible for him to come back again? No. Now the bird has flown away. You were so insular and so narrow-minded in your outlook that you couldn't even accommodate your own mama well. But you know what? He was so full of praise for you. He was so full of praise for you. He wanted to meet his only niece because, as you know, all your uncles and aunts are no more. And of all the nieces and nephews, most of them have settled abroad, and you're the only niece. And you could in no way prove that he was your real uncle. But then you know what? He fell in love with a little child, and he said, And as he always says, children understand him better than adults. And he was so full of love for your son Montu. And this book all these books are for your child. And you know what? This book has won the Sahitya Academy Award. I knew for certain that this would win the Sahitya Academy Award, and it would fetch around 50,000 rupees. And you know what he said? Please give this money to my wonderful niece, because she is all I have right now. And please give these books to the little child Montu, because stories make such a great impression in the minds of young children, in the innocent minds. And this is my gift to the little child. Let him get all the knowledge of the world. Let him understand people through these books. And the mother, Montu's mother, just sat. Just imagine. That's all what she had to say. Thank you.